Hi everybody, this is a recording of Storm Chasing, the trumpet part. This piece is composed by William Owens. Let's talk about a couple things before we start to practice. There are basically two sections of different tempos in this piece. In the beginning, the calm before the storm, the speed is, the tempo is quarter note equals 90. Not too slow, not too fast. And then the tempo changes immediately at measure 13. It doesn't say 13, but if you find 10, 11, 12, 13, where the double bar line is, then that's measure 13. I actually would probably write that in. Take your pencil, write measure 13. Quarter note equals 152. It does go pretty fast. When you are practicing this with the video, if it's too fast right away, then please click the gear at the bottom of this window so you can change the speed of the video. You could slow it down a little bit. Couple things. In the very beginning of the piece, you start with a whole rest. Other instruments in the woodwind section do play, so you just count your 4 beats. Then you are trying to simulate raindrops starting before the storm, so you are snapping fingers lightly and rapidly, not in a strict rhythm, because rain doesn't fall in a strict rhythm, and then you start and fade intermittently, so you could get louder, get a little softer. If you can't snap at all, you can just pretend, or maybe you can rub your hands together. That makes a nice quiet sound. You are doing that for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 measures. I'm sure your conductor will tell you when to stop, but you do start soft and then you do die away a little bit before the storm actually starts. If you find measure 12, which is after measure 11, again, write it down. Write in measure 12. There are 2 notes at the same time. The divisi part, there's an A on the top, there's an E on the bottom. That means the part is split. It is divided. So one person is playing an A and another person is playing an E. If your teacher has not told you which one to practice, practice doing both. Practice playing both A's and then practice playing both E's. Do not play A and then E. Do not play E and then A. You just play either both top notes or both bottom notes. The same thing happens all the way down to measure 33. This might be a little bit hard to read because the notes are so close together, but the second note in measure 33, your options are A's in 33 and 34 or G's. So someone's playing all A's, someone's playing all G's. The same thing happens in 35. If we go back a little bit, this is a pencil moment. You're going to need a pencil. Measure 23. Circle that half rest. Write the numbers 1, 2. Do not be that guy that plays on the rest. Don't be that person. Pay attention to your dynamics in this piece, your accents that start to happen in measure 37. Remember, accent is when you tongue the note a little bit harder. In measure 41, it says second time only. That means measure 41, 42, 43, and 44. The first time, before the repeat, you just follow your music. You don't play it. Other people are playing, not the trumpets. Then when you repeat back to 41, you do play it the second time. Skip all the way down to measure 54. Again, divisi, play either the top or the bottom notes. Watch your rests. They are accented. Tongue them a little bit more forcefully. Measure 57, those 2 little V's, those are called marcato. Marcato means that the notes are accented and they're short. So it's a very forceful ending. The musical jump start is just not part of the piece. It's an exercise to help you prepare to play the piece. We'll start from the beginning. I'll put on the recording of the full band for the beginning just so you know how it sounds like. Then when we get to measure 12, I'm going to stop the recording. I'll put it on the metronome at a quarter note equals 152, and we'll start at measure 13. I'm sure your conductor will not stop. There is no stopping. There's no caesura. There's no grand pause. But just because it's easier, I'm only one person, I'm just going to do a quick flip between back and forth. Okay? Again, you can listen the first time, you could airplay the first time with this video, or you could play along.